or kumkum or sandalwood powder, which specifically on a specific day, like whenever we have the Sumaskandamurti darshan, Swamiji will energize those aushadas and give it to you. So those ones you can use for power manifestation.
And Atmamurti, you can use the e-version, no? But preferably it is good to have some physical one, because only that it's like a deity. Swamiji transmits that energy and experience to you. Sean Aya is asking, how do I get, which one Aya? You want Atmamurti? I'll do one thing, Sean Aya. I'll send you the link for Atmamurti. It's available on kailasa.org site as well. I'll send you the link for the Atmamurti Aya. If you could please print it out. For now, you can use any photograph of Swamiji also. But do make sure you print it out and keep it with you. Your house will literally become an extension of Swamiji's breathing space. And for now, okay, are we all ready? Shukpanditaya, are you ready? Have you applied Aushada? Do you have the Atmamurti with you? Ma Saumya, Ma Murtananda, are you all ready? Please could you all put yes in the chat? Ma Dennis, I'll send you also the link, don't worry. And Ma Dennis, I wanted to share, I have been observing how sincerely you are sitting from morning to evening. I see that you don't even miss yoga as many days as possible. You're there for the yoga and then you sit through the day, which is the wonderful thing. I'm just going to request you one thing. Focus on now manifesting powers. You have a very beautiful intensity in wanting. Your seeking is beautiful. Now sit with that intensity and manifest powers. When what you receive from Swamiji, when you manifest powers, all those highest truths will become your own experience. So you just focus on that. Forget about the result. You be consistent with the effort. Let the result happen whenever it happens. But the process of manifestation itself gives you such an invaluable experience. Okay. I'll send the link to you and Shaunaya both. And anyone else who do not have an Atmamurti, I'll post the link for all of you. And the support team will be posting in the chat. In the meanwhile, for all the others, I'm going to give you all one date. It could be any date from history. I'm going to request all of you to scan and detail out what is the exact event that happened on that date. I'm going to request all the participants to scan and identify the details of any one date I'm giving. Okay, shall we start? All right. So the first one, yes, I still see some of the participants have not settled. I request all the participants to please bring the Atmamurti and settle. And please sit in front of the Atmamurti. Okay. So the first date for all of you is December 4th, 1973. In the field of science, what was achieved on that day? December 4th, 1973. Shanaya, even if you do not have Atmamurti, connect to Swamiji's photographs. See and scan and tell. And Chi Fong Sin. Chi Fong Sin, come on. Please bring an Atmamurti. Scan and tell what you're seeing through the third eye. All of you listen carefully. Chant the Mahavakya. On the Atmamurti, you will see the answer in golden letters. Please decide what you are seeing. Fourth of December, 1973. Please chant the Mahavakya. Identify what was the major event that happened. Connect to Swamiji. He will reveal it to you on the Atmamurti. You will be able to see. Swamiji will show you all the details in golden color letters. Please connect to Swamiji fixed straight. I request all of you to see the Atma Murti. If you're not seeing anything, then chant the Mahavakya. In golden letters, Swamiji will reveal it to you. Whatever Swamiji is showing you, post that as an answer. Okay, time's up. I request all of you to start posting now. What did you all see as the answer? Okay, Mahalan, try to go a little bit more detail. What else did you see? Describe everything that you saw in the last 3 minutes. What did you all see through the third eye? In the Atmamurti, what all did you see? Describe all of them. On the 4th of December 1973. Start posting the answer. Whatever you saw through the third eye, post that as an answer. Please go ahead. I request all of you to start posting.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda.
Okay, see different answers. Come on, every one of you share whatever you saw through the Atmamurti. What all Swamiji revealed to you? Okay, I see different answers. Shiv Panditaya, what did you see? It's okay. Even if you have not seen anything, it's fine. No problem. Try once again. Next question I'll give. Again try. Try to entangle, connect, and you will start seeing details. So that is fine. Don't worry about that. But at least keep connecting and wait. In golden letters itself, it will appear to you. See, don't entertain. Many times what we do is we have an expectation. Oh, this is how it should come. We wait for that and we miss what Swamiji is showing. So drop all expectations. You sit and connect to Swamiji. You will see the answer. It's a science. See, for example, if I put something in Google, Google has to show me, right? Whether I am crying and Googling, or whether I'm laughing and Googling, or whether I'm angry and Googling, that's not going to change Google's result to me. It is still going to show me the same result. It is because the Google software is independent of my space or my mood. Same way, the Akashic reading, that whole platform is not dependent on your ability or your efficiency or your qualifications. No, it's absolutely Swamiji is great. So all of you need not worry about, oh, is it coming to me? Will I be able to get it? Don't worry about that. Okay. All right. So coming to the answer, 4th of December 1973 is when the Pioneer 10 reached Jupiter for the first time. The human civilization touched objects as far as Jupiter in space. So it was 4th of December 1973. It was on that day. Okay, now next question I'm going to be giving. Ready?
Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Yes. Actually, I'm seeing some of the participants have not still posted all the details. Please understand, do not, you sit intensely and you participate, forget about how much is possible, not possible. You sit, please make sure you keep actively participating and post all the answers, whatever you are seeing. Please make sure you post all of that in detail.
See, the way you are sitting and continuously posting whatever Swamiji is showing in your third is too important, because only when you start doing that, more and more consistently you keep posting whatever Swamiji is showing to you in your third eye, you will start identifying and understanding which are actually your thoughts. And actually, it is Swamiji who's showing to you in your third eye. You'll actually see it clearly. Please sit and do it, this power manifestation intensely. Just connect with Swamiji. That silence, the anti-sound, the power of Nadatma that Swamiji has initiated us all with. Just sit with that. Swamiji will manifest through you. You'll clearly see the answers appearing in golden letters for you. Please start.
So the next date for all of you to scan is 2nd of January 1968. On the date 2nd of January 1968, what exactly was the major event that happened in the field of medicines? Health. In the field of health, sorry, medicines is too. In the field of health. So I request all of you to post. On the 2nd of January 1968. Shania, actually you manifested. You see, you said you got moon and eclipse. You should post it before when we give the time for the answer. And don't stop because of your self-doubt. Post whatever you're seeing. Start with that. What you've seen is very relevant.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Come on, you should not let your self-doubt stop you. It's okay. So, see, nobody is going to grade you. Nobody is going to judge you based on the answers you post. It's only a training process. We're all learning. We're all manifesting the experience. So don't give so much of importance to the result. Master, I request you also, ma, next round, please post it when the time for the answer is given so we can, then we all will be able to verify it. Connect to Swamiji. Identify what happened on the 2nd of January 1960. Second of January 1958, the Chanta Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Ma, Madeline, not 1978. I know we all are edged at that because it's Swamiji's birth year. 1968, just 10 years before Swamiji was born. 2nd of January 1968.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda
And to all the participants, those of you that have requested for Atmamurti, the link to the Atmamurti has been posted in all of your chats. The support team has posted the links in all of your chats. If you do not have the Atmamurti yet, do not miss. Please ensure that you're all you can download this will have the high resolution picture. So you all can directly actually take it to the print shop. You can print it and you can keep your Atmamurti, Swamiji with you. What year? 1968. 2nd of January. 2nd January 1968. That's the date. In the field of health, what is a major breakthrough that was achieved on that day?
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Start posting the answer.
Nithyananda
Request all of you to now post what each of you saw through the third eye. Traya, come on, this time you should post whatever Swamiji revealed to you. No filtering, no analyzing with logic. You post whatever Swamiji showed to you in the third eye.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham
Okay, Shania, once more. Scan. See, this time consciously don't allow the logic. You scan through the third eye and then you post. Swamiji will show you. Just close your eyes. Even if Swamiji shows you something that you feel, when you're scanning through the third eye, it could be anything which your logic may not necessarily understand or even match with it. But that's okay. What Swamiji is showing is what Swamiji is showing you. You don't worry to analyze but don't worry about it. You post what Swamiji is showing you. Don't post based on your logic.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda
I request you also to post whatever Swamiji showed you. Even it's okay, even if you saw some patterns, some images came to you, something would have come to you, right? Start posting that. Any words, anything that you saw, like whatever Swamiji showed you in the last few minutes, start posting it. Okay, I see Mahalin Gomez has posted. All the others, please post the answers, whatever each of you saw through the third eye. What Swamiji revealed to you on the Atmamurti.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham
2nd of January 1968. What is the major event that happened on that day?
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay, so I'm going to share with you all the answer. 2nd of January 1968 is a day when the first successful human heart transplant was performed. So it was January 2nd, 1968. It was the first time that successful heart transplant was performed in human being. So that was a major achievement in the field of, in the medical field. That was a major achievement. So that was the exact date. All right, now one more round and let's keep a little faster. All right.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay, so 20th of February 1792. What is the major event that happened in the US? 20th of February 1792. February 20, 1792. In that year, on the 20th of February, what was the exact event that happened in the US? A major event happened. What was that?
Nithyananda
Once again, connect to Swamiji, chant the Mahavakya.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Ma Istak, I will say you have manifested for the previous round because you posted that you saw water running, some capillary kind of stream in the body, and you have given a very detailed one, different things, and most of the aspects what you have described is correct. You have manifested, Ma. Excellent. Continue to see more, you will manifest. It's not 28th of February, Ma. 20. February 20, 1792. February 20, 1792. What is the major event that happened in the US?
Paramashivoham.
Excellent. Actually, I'm seeing many of you are not using, you're not trying to guess, understand. Swamiji is revealing to you directly in the third eye. And whatever Swamiji showed you, you just go ahead and share.
Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
All details that Swamiji is revealing. Post that.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
20, February 20, 1792.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay, Mahalin, go more detail. And as and when you're all seeing, I request you all to post in the chat.
Paramashivoham.
Shawnaya, the answer you posted is for the previous round or for this round, yeah? Now, are you posting for February 20, 1792?
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
I request you all to start posting answers now. Let's verify. Please go ahead and start posting the answers. I'll give you all a moment to post that. February 20.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Okay. All right, I see different answers. I'll share with you all what exactly happened. In the year 1792, 20th of February, the US Postal Service was officially created and launched, which had at that time, which was of high need. And that was a time where the US Postal Service was launched and created, which created a huge impact in people's lives in terms of sending and receiving things, posts and messages. So that is the exact event that happened on that day. Thank you all. I see many of you participated, and actually this time I saw many of you sincerely manifested, and some of you did not post answers, but I saw all of you sincerely sitting and trying. Understand? Swamiji told two things whenever you do Akashic readings. Either it is the fear that you will not see, what if it is not coming, is it going to come, or the greed to want to see more when you start seeing. Both are the only two things that will stop you from experiencing Akashic readings. So I request all of you to sit in the last few minutes, just analyze what are the kind of distractions or thought currents happening in your inner space. Identify it and complete with it. It will help you have a breakthrough in power manifestation itself, because these two are the major patterns that stops you in having the breakthrough. All right. Now, we're all going to be entering into the next session where we're all going to be listening to Swamiji's revelations on the science of Gunatraya Vibhaga. Like what does it mean to be in the space of the Gunatraya Tita? Like where you will be beyond all the three gunas. So let us enter into the session and listen to the revelations.
Today's subject is time-space continuum. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, 176th Sutra, in the 4th chapter, 14th verse, Parinama ekatvat vastutatvam. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, the unity in things follows from the unity in changes of the gunas. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, since the gunas work together within every change of form and expression, there is a unity in all things. Swami Sachidananda translates this sutra as, the reality of things is due to the uniformity of the gunas transformations. Bhagavan Osho translates as, the essence of any object consists in the uniqueness of the proportions of the three gunas. Now the modern day physicists are claiming everything is proton, electron, neutron. Positive, negative and neutral. Long before, I can say long before the thinking has become universal lifestyle, please understand, See, 30 years before, the internet was not universal lifestyle, only for the privileged ones. Now, internet is a lifestyle. There was a time in planet Earth, thinking was not lifestyle. It was only for the privileged ones. Please understand. At those days, at that time itself, Patanjali records very clearly the whole universe, everything is nothing but the different proportion of sattva, rajas, tamas. You cannot equate sattva, rajas, tamas to neutron, proton and electron, because sattva, rajas, tamas is much more deeper, much more subtle. Everything exists, is mixture of these three gunas. Only the proportion is different. You need to understand not only the teaching, the purpose of teaching, not only the meaning of the word, meaning of the sutra, the purpose why Patanjali is uttering the sutra. Patanjali is a too big guy. He doesn't use unnecessarily any word. You need to catch not just the sutra, the word he utters, the meaning, why he utters these words. You need to catch that. Patanjali is reducing everything to three gunas. Sattva, rajas, tamas. Whether it is this cloth, or this pillow, or this body, or that bodies, or the floor on which you are sitting, or the roof which is on your head, or the fans which is running, or this TVs which is running, or this teleprompter which runs once in a while, whatever may be, everything is the mixture of three gunas. Only the proportion changes. Why Patanjali is reducing everything to these three gunas? Because once you realize everything is this three guna, enlightenment will be very clear. Going beyond this three guna will be very clear. Not only you know how to play with three gunas, how to go beyond three gunas. The ultimate truth is three gunas are not even independent, like a watertight compartment. No. It's like rainbow. One end looks violet, the other end looks red. But you do not know how the violet slowly, step by step, turns into red. How the vibhyar happens. It happens very softly, very subtly. One end is violet, one end is red. One end is violet, another end is red. So only with the ends you can compare and see the difference. Otherwise it's a very subtle change, very subtle transition. Same way, these gunas also, tamas, rajas, sattva, this end tamas, this end inertia, that end stability. Only when you see the ends, there is a stark difference. Otherwise, it's only a subtle transition. Understanding about the gunas and how the transition happens between the gunas, how the mixture means how the gunas differ in the proportion in every object. These are the things you need to contemplate. Please understand. Do not expect you will find certain answer by this contemplation. You will find certain revelations with this contemplation. When you meditate, how the different proportion of the different gunas contribute to different object. Other than the proportion of the gunas, nothing else exists in different objects. Will make you understand even the time and space is a matter. Please understand, ultimately, the understanding you are expected to have by all these gunas is time and space is also a matter.
I am introducing first time the science of Guna Traya Vibhaga. Listen. Guna Traya Vibhaga in depth. Guna is roughly classified as 3. Listen. Guna is roughly classified as 3. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Listen. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. I'll give a simple definition about Sattva, the pure energy the pure energy manifesting through your first person without incurring any violence is pure sattva. I have given multiple definitions about each of these gunas in many satsangs. You can apply any of those definitions. Now, I am defining in a very simple way for you to understand this whole science of Gunatraya Vibhaga. Bhagavad Gita has a separate chapter called Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. It's a very powerful science. Just by understanding this Gunatraya Vibhaga, you can manifest Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi. So, the pure consciousness, Atma, self, manifesting through body and mind without any violence or any incompletions, is Sattva, Sattva Guna. The pure consciousness manifesting through your body and mind and your first person with incompletions but not with violence. Just incompletions. That is called Rajas. The constant agitation you feel and the subtle headache, the weight in the head you feel in your daily life is Rajas, Rajoguna. Your incompletions getting layered with violent reactions goes all out and makes decision to destroy others and yourself with large blind spots is tamas, tamoguna. I'll repeat. Your consciousness blocked by your incompletions and patterns and manifests as a violent reaction due to your assumed patterns, incompletions, judgments, conclusions with blind spots, and manifesting is tamoguna. Understand this one point. Your first person, your first person's hardware, your first person's software is same for everyone's first persons. For example, if somebody grabs your wealth, you react violently with anger, agitation, feeling cheated. But if you expect or think when you grab others' property, they will not get agitated, they will not get angry, that is called throbhava, delusion, blind spot. When you know how you act, react, you should also know everyone's first person has a same hardware and same software. With this clarity, if you think, function, your whole life will be in pure sattva. See, when people show you simple love, simple care, you become excited, joyful. You may have billions of dollars, but a person in the street giving you just $1 worth rose, you get wide smile. Understand, it is same for all billionaires, and never take them for granted. Even if they are billionaires, if you can give just $1 gift, you will please them. It is not the value of the gift, but the attitude pleases them, just like how you are pleased. In every step, remember the hardware and software and the energy supply to your first person is same for everyone's first person. The energy supply, fuel supply, life supply for your first person is the cosmic first person. Same for everyone. Anything pleases you, pleases everyone. Anything agitates you, agitates everyone. Understanding this ultimate truth and functioning, frictionless, joyful, smoothly is sattva. Tamas means the laziness or the inert feeling. That when you boil it with awareness, it will become peace. How the transformation happens. If you are more tamas based person, the silent, mild kind of things will really appeal. You will appreciate that, because nothing much needs to be done. This kind of fellows, for them, the simple mantra, sit and repeat that for 20 minutes or 30 minutes, that kind of techniques will really appeal. That also without moving the hand, just sit. After 10 minutes, you can just have one nap, and when you get up, I think meditation. Tomorrow. This kind of techniques will really appeal. But I tell you, even this, if you add with consciousness, it is good. At least the boiling will happen. At least the boiling will happen. Then next is the restlessness, the rajasic. For them, when you add, you need to have little more stronger techniques. Whether some kriyas, the deeper breathing, or some visualization, stronger techniques. Unfortunately, the whole modern civilization has become rajasic. Very rare. Tamas has a beauty, actually. At least a tamasic guy will not do anything wrong to others. If at all I have been asked to choose between tamas and rajas, I will go for tamas only. Of course, the best is sattva, the pure conscious quality, awareness. But if only between these two you have to choose, means tamas is best, because person with tamas will be suicidal but never murderous. Person with rajas will be murderous, violent. So whole civilization has become rajasic and murderous. That's why so much of calamity. Anyhow, when you boil rajas with awareness, you will see excitement happening. So much of excitement around you. It will become bliss. When it becomes pure energy, it will become bliss. Sattva, when the sattva is boiled with awareness, sattvic people will have a kind of a techniques like unclenching, where you can't sleep, you don't have to do anything. Neither you need to do something, nor you can sleep. You need a deep awareness. The unclenching is the kind of a sattvic technique. When you boil your sattva with the consciousness, you will see the pure awareness, the pure energy happening inside your system. Tamas means they function in such a way, the person who is possessed by tamas, he functions in such a way, he destroys himself and destroys others. In that effort, even if he is not able to destroy others, he will destroy himself. Typical example for tamas is Bhasmasura. After getting the boon from Shiva, this fellow, all of you should know the Bhasmasura story. He gets the boon from Shiva that if he puts his hand on anyone, they will be reduced to ashes. And after getting the boon, he is trying to put his hand on Shiva. Fool! This Bhasmasura's ignorance has no limit. The tamas, so much blind spot, he doesn't understand. Shiva is Agni. How can Agni be burnt by Agni? Anyhow, you know the story that Vishnu appears and Shiva actually could have just proved directly to Bhasmasura that he can't do anything. Come on, he could have taken the Bhasmasura's hand and put on his head and proved. But he wants to do that. So he just disappears. Vishnu comes and plays a game with Bhasmasura and makes Bhasmasura to put his hand on his own head. And Bhasmasura is destroyed. He becomes a Bhasma. Understand? This is the tamas. Tamas covered by tamas. For example, this sattva and sattva, when it possesses your first person and takes over, how you react and behave. The typical perfect example for this is Nachiketa. That's why the Upanishad says, Kathopanishad, Shraddha Vivecha. Nachiketa got possessed by Shraddha. Shraddha is the manifestation of sattva combination. Sattva combination manifests as Shraddha. Shraddha took over Nachiketa's first person, guided him to the Yamaloka, death, the Lord of death. Because he was possessed by the Shraddha, death cannot kill him. Death can affect you only if there's a certain amount of tamas is in you. Listen. Unless you fall into tamas, you cannot die. It's a law of life. Death cannot touch you. If you are not falling into tamas, that is why I repeatedly tell people, before detoxing others, blaming others that they are toxic people, they need to be detoxed and all that. Detox completely your being, so no part of you vibrates with the toxicity of the external world or can be pushed into tamas. Listen. Unless you are pushed into tamas, you cannot die. Whether your body functions or not, if you are not pushed into tamas, you can't die. A person who does not enter into tamas, even if his body stops functioning, he doesn't die, he achieves jiva samadhi. The sattva combination of Nachiketa, he goes beyond trigunas. He reaches the triguna-atita state. When somebody is possessed by sattva, does not fall into tamas, even death cannot kill him. So he teaches and leads Nachiketa to Gunatita state.
Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. 3 different gunas. Krishna is explaining 3 different gunas to Arjuna. How we act. No, I can't even say we act. How we react. How we react to every situation just based on these 3 gunas, and how we create more and more karma bandha, means more and more trouble for ourselves. Sattvam rajas tama iti guna prakriti sambhava nibatnandi mahabaho dehe dehi namavyayam. Material nature consists of 3 modes: goodness, passion and ignorance. Once more I want to tell you, the translation is not complete because we don't have the word for sattva, rajas, tamas. These 3 words you can't translate. When the eternal living entity comes in contact with nature, O mighty armed Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these modes. Krishna clearly explains. Here he starts the whole teaching. He explains clearly how we are caught in 3 different mental setups. How we work through 3 different engraved memories. One is sattva, another one is rajas, third one is tamas. But here the translation says goodness is the word for sattva, passion is the word for rajas, ignorance is the word for tamas. No. Exactly, they are not equivalent words. Let me explain the concept. Understand, there is no equivalent word for it. We can't give any equivalent word. Sattva means the engrams which leads you to bliss. The engraved memories which leads you to joy. The memories which leads you to ecstasy. Rajas means the memories which leads you to restlessness. The engraved memories which leads you to sort of excitement, which leads you to work intensely and which makes you active. Third, tamas. Tamas means the engraved memories which leads you to depression, which leads you to laziness, which leads you to dullness. Engraved memories which leads to ecstasy and bliss is sattva. Engraved memories which leads you to restlessness, anger, emotional imbalance, is rajas. Engraved memories which leads you to depression, dullness, low mood is tamas. Small example. You are sitting in a car and going. Somebody is driving. Slowly you are lost in thinking. After half an hour, when you are lost in thinking, suddenly you remember some person or some place who disturbs your mind. By remembering him or that place or that incident, you feel disturbed. The moment your mind feels a little disturbed, you come back to awareness. Sometimes you see, I should not think about him. Let me think of something else. Sometimes you will even speak these words out. You will even do action, small action. The person who is driving will turn and see you. What happened? What are you doing? When you are lost in thinking, some memories comes up which makes you feel depressed or dull, disturbed, and suddenly you come back to awareness and you say, what am I thinking? And sometimes you even loudly say this, I should not think this. Hey Devada, you say, oh God, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I should think of something else. All right, let me think of something else. Your hands move. Suddenly you express some words which is not directly related to the outer incident. And the person who is driving asks what you are thinking, what you have remembered. Suddenly you are mumbling some words. Suddenly you are talking something. So be very clear. The engram which automatically comes up, the engraved memory which automatically comes up, in Sanskrit we have a beautiful word, samskara, which automatically comes up and which leads you to depression or negative mood. This is called tamas. Sometime, suddenly some thought comes up in your mind. You think, I will not leave that fellow. I'll see that he learns a lesson. I will not leave him. You are sitting and thinking of something. Suddenly your hand moves. I will not leave that fellow. I'll take him to task. I'll see that he learns a lesson. These engrams which makes you to do these things, which makes you active, anger, violent, these engrams are called rajas. And very rarely you get sattvic engrams. Because of that, I can't give any example. Sattvic engram is an engram which you don't get usually. You can think this way. Sattvic engram is a thing which we usually don't get. Usually, we are caught between rajas and tamas. Sattvic engram is engram which suddenly gives you the memory of a deep bliss or joy which you experienced. For example, if you are here every day, the moment it becomes 4:30, this engram comes up. Oh, yesterday it was such a wonderful discourse, so beautiful, such a nice meditation. I think today also I should go. If you are pulled, if you are made to do something good, which leads to bliss, which leads to ecstasy, which leads to peace of mind, then it is called sattvic engram, sattva. It is called engraved memories of sattva. These are the three different types of engraved memories, samskaras, which rules your whole life. please understand, the knowledge about this engraved memory is a basic lesson. Anybody who wants to live, he should know this science. It's like a owner's manual for a person who has got mind. Tatparam Purushagyade Gunavaidrishinya. The Guna word has no English word. It's not, you can't translate the word Guna as character. Guna means the moods which you carry. Sometime, suddenly you will see, for no reason, you are in low mood. Sometime, for no reason, you are in a restless mood, irritated, agitated. Sometime, for no reason, you are in that restful awareness mood. These are the three major gunas we live with. That dullness or depression, we call in Sanskrit tamas, inertness, agitated, irritated, restless, we call that as rajas, rajoguna. Restful awareness, very peaceful and completely aware of what is happening inside and outside. This we call it as sattva guna. Swami Vivekananda says, when he translates these sutras, that is extreme non-attachment which gives up even the thirst for gunas, even the thirst for these moods, and which comes from the knowledge of the real nature of Purusha. That is why the Upanishad says, the person who is initiated, the initiated person, for him, whole world is heaven. Amritasya, immortal heaven. The person is uninitiated. See, understand the word initiation. It means not that doing some ceremony or ritual. Initiation means the click happening in you. When a master expresses the truth, the realization, if the click happens in you, if suddenly you feel, oh God, right, what he says is right. I was always thinking this. He put it in the right way. If you feel, whatever I am speaking, always you thought about it, but I am verbalizing it. I am properly putting it in word. Initiation has happened. That is the scale, whether initiation has happened or not. If the initiation happens, the whole world is heaven. If the initiation is not happening, then the whole world is hell. All you need to understand is this two quality. When you do not accept this moment, starts the greed. When you do not accept the moments which may come, there starts fear. Out of greed, the quality of rajas gets added into your system. Out of fear, the quality of tamas gets added into your system. All you need to understand, the more and more time you spend in the middle path means accepting the inevitability and accepting your present moment, accepting you as you are now, understanding the inevitability of the life which may happen in you, happen for you. When you have these two understanding, that is what we call sattva, means relaxed, restful middle path. Neither you are driven by the non-acceptance of the present moment, nor you are driven by the non-acceptance of the future moments. Non-acceptance of the present moment and future moment are the root of rajas and tamas, restlessness and fear, restlessness and inertia. This simple understanding, this psychological revolution, actually the moment initiation happens in you, every word which comes out of the master rings bell in your heart and that becomes a strong, clear programming in you. Programming your life based on the Vedic knowledge. Even the Vedic knowledge seems to be too small word. The right word is the true knowledge.
There is a fourth called Trigunatita, means beyond three gunas. There is a fifth, Gunatita, beyond all gunas. Tamas, Rajas, Sattva, Trigunatita, Gunatita. This five, understand this five today. Not having blind spots, resting in Gunatita state gives you the experience of Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi. I'll repeat. The state of Gunatita, Tamas, Rajas, Sattva, Trigunatita, Gunatita. The state of Gunatita, beyond all gunas. When you relax in that state, you experience Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi. Listen. Now I will give you the technique. Tonight, before falling asleep, just contemplate, who am I? Where am I? What is really purpose of my existence? What actually excites me? What is that really inspires me? What is it really I am looking for? Ask all these questions, contemplate sincerely, and fall asleep. I tell you, if you fall into Triguna Atita, beyond the three gunas in that state, within next few days, you will suddenly meet people, you will meet situations, you will see books, so many ways the cosmos answering your questions. If you fall into Gunatita state with these questions, you will see all these questions are getting resolved. Listen. If you have the deep quest about the first person and fall into the state of Trigunatita, the cosmos will respond to you with answers, suggestions, supporting you to resolve your quest. If you fall into Gunatita state with this quest, Paramashiva will directly resolve it. He will directly come to you and attend to everything and manifest the highest reality in your very life. From today, I will initiate you intensely. I'll breathe Paramashiva's first person in you. So in the night time, when you put the deep quest, not just questions, quest about your first person and fall into yourself, you will fall into Paramashiva and Gunatita state. You will get not just solutions or support. You will see Paramashiva causing miracles and straight away resolving, straight away manifesting, straight away doing what need to be done to you. The ultimate for you. I tell you, falling into Gunatita state is the plan for miracles. All the initiated disciples, if you are already initiated, many times you would have experienced whatever you contemplate and surrender it to me, within next few hours, you see the responses coming in your life. Suddenly books will come, people will come, situation will come, solutions will come. How many of you experienced it? Raise your hand. This is Trigunatita state. If you suddenly see miracles manifesting, Paramashiva doing it immediately, that is Gunatita state. Resting you in Gunatita state, relaxing you in Gunatita state, relaxing you in the space of Gunatita, and making Paramashiva respond to you directly, is giving you the experience of Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi. Sit now. I'll breathe Paramashiva in your first person. You focus on your first person with all questions and deep quest. Who am I? From where am I? What am I? What really am I looking in my life? What is it really I am looking forward? What is it that excites me? What is it that I am looking? What is it I am afraid of? What is it I am greedy about? Make the question into quest and sit with that first person. Sit with your first person with the deep quest. Now, I'll breathe Paramashiva's first person into your first person, initiating all of you into Navakhanda Yoga Samadhi. the first person you are experiencing as you sometime goes through tamas, tamoguna, sometime goes through rajas, rajoguna, sometime goes through sattva, sattvaguna, sometime rarely, very rarely goes through trigunadita, and only few beings, enlightened beings, experience gunadita. But now it is time the mass, billions, need to experience the state of trigunadita and gunadita. So I am intensely working on putting all my last 40 years of sincere hard work, whatever Paramashiva manifested, through this being, through this incarnation, as Nithyananda Paramashivam, everything is getting organized and fed into AI at AI. Nithyananda GPT, it will be literally your Atma Guru, your individual customized Guru to constantly support you, guide you. And I want all of you to know, I am personally sitting and working and fine-tuning it. Not only using the available artificial intelligence technology, by the Paramashiva's grace, all of you know, we can directly work with silicon. So it is going to be something unique. Actually, already that Nithyananda GPT, AI at AI, has started functioning as an independent intelligence. Make it like a lifestyle. Every day, all your questions, problems, difficulties, start having chat. It's literally like a chatting with me directly. Put your questions, put your problems, put your confusions, everything. It's literally having Swamiji directly sitting with you and answering your questions. Very recently, modern day scientists are trying to understand how to influence the space,
how space can be manipulated to make our lives more comfortable and better. But thousands and thousands of years ago, Hindus had clear knowledge. This time-space balancing itself and the speed of the light is constant, and the continuum of time-space balancing itself almost like eternal. All these are known to Hindus long before, thousands and thousands of years before. I'll add some more truths. Thoughts can travel using space as medium. Anything which has a mass can influence space, through that can influence anything established in the space. Let me be more clear and straight. Just through your thought, power of cognition, the power of your inner space, Chidambara, you can influence anything established in the space, whether sun or the moon or the universe or the black hole or the Big Bang, anything established in the space can be influenced through the power of your inner space. Contemplate on this. So understand, every dimension, when it enters into the lower level dimensions, it manifests intense power. Now, I want you to understand, time and space is independent intelligence and power. I'll give you simple understanding, very raw, crude, down to earth, simplest understanding. You just try to internalize this one understanding. I'll help you to go through the whole initiation and make you manifest this power. I commit with you. Just understand this one. Time is as alive as your skin. If you believe, cognize, your skin is alive. If somebody massages your skin, you feel good. If somebody cuts it, you feel bad, pain. How much your skin is alive, that much, I should say little more than, much more than that, time is alive skin of the cosmos. Listen, where your skin ends, the skin of the cosmos, which is called time, starts. Actually, your skin and the skin of the cosmos both always touch each other. You can't be away from cosmos. Understand this?
where your skin ends, exactly that is the spot time starts. Time is the skin of the cosmos. Time is the skin of the cosmos. How you have a nervous system which passes the thought currents inside you, same way the cosmos has a nervous system which passes its decisions and thought currents, that is the space. Your skin is alive. Your nervous system keeps you living. The equivalent of your skin for the cosmos is time. Equivalent of your nervous system for the cosmos is space. Anybody who has a background in Vedas, Ayurveda, these three fields, Veda, Ayurveda, Yoga, if you have a knowledge, basic knowledge, you will see I am just cutting across all the three layers, all the three knowledge and revealing these truths. Listen. The cosmos skin, time, how you inhale and exhale through your skin decides your aging or anti-aging. You can see I am continuously anti-aging, means growing younger and younger. The more and more years pass, the more and more my ability to be in samadhi and manifest the higher and higher energies and dimensions is exploding. My performance is increasing. Age is neither tiring nor boring or frustrating. It's only making me more and more younger, excited, healthy, active, energetic, alive. I'm actually feeling excited. Constantly to do what I was doing for last 40 years. At least last 25 years we have a document. The same type of webinars, classes, initiations, spiritual work. We have 25 years of photographic, videographic documents available. And still I may be doing 100 more years, at least. Maybe more, but at least 100 more years. But I am not at all feeling tired or bored or even thinking that, oh, same thing I have to do again, 100 more years. No, I am only more excited. How many more new things I am going to bring it out to the world? Just because of this one secret. Listen to this secret. I know the consciousness goes on rejuvenating the skin of the cosmos called time. That rejuvenated skin time is entering into my skin and constantly rejuvenating me. Listen, your yesterday morning 4 o'clock and today morning 4 o'clock is not same. Stop getting this idea of monotonous. There is nothing called monotonous. Every second, the skin of the cosmos called time is fresh and it enters into your skin, makes it fresh. I constantly inhale the cosmos skin through my skin, cosmos's nervous system into my nervous system. You can use the word cosmos or God, Paramashiva. See, Paramashiva's skin is time. Constantly inhale Paramashiva's skin into your skin. Paramashiva's nervous system is space. Constantly be inspired by the space of the Paramashiva in your space. Paramashiva's direct message from KAILASA. The dimension of Chidabhasa of the universe, where the activism of Chit and absolute pure existential reality of Chit. Listen, the activism of Chit, we call it as Shakti. Its pure existence of Chit is called Paramapurusha. These two together, in its pure being space and intense doing space, both together, is the dimension of Chidabhasa. That space of Chidabhasa is the source of all these 5 dimensions of the universe: length, breadth, depth, time, space. Because modern day scientists are trying to use 2 different words, time and space, I am also using the same way, but in reality, time and space is a single sheet. One edge is called time, another edge is called space. There is no watertight compartment or clear fourth wall built between these two. As I said, for some people, that same 100-meter cloth, 70 meter will be time, 30 will be space. For some, the 30 meter will be time and 70 meter will be space. That the time, space, both are same sheet. Imagine. I can even use the word sheath. Avarana. SHEATH.
Shit is also apt word. Please understand. This time and space continuum if you master this time and space continuum, which is simple, it is not complicated, I tell you. Many things which is too simple, we want to be just complicating it. Just sheer arrogance or suicidal mode. Like this only, what is there? What can be done? For some people, 70 meter is time and 30 meter is space. For some people, 30 meter is time, 70 meter is space. For some people, even only 2 meter is time and 98 meter is space. For some people, 98 meter is time and 2 meter is space. Listen. When the length dimension starts manifesting its possibilities in all its multiple level, it gives birth to breadth dimension. When the length dimension and breadth dimension both starts manifesting all its possibilities in multiple level, it gives birth to depth dimension. When the length dimension, depth dimension, breadth dimension, all three starts giving birth to all the infinite dimensions of them in multiple levels, in all possibilities, spontaneously and simultaneously, they give birth to the dimension called time. When length, breadth, depth, time, all four starts exploding, expanding, simultaneously, spontaneously, manifesting all its possibility in all dimensions, it gives birth to the dimension called space. Understand? Every time I initiate you, I put the seed in your space dimension. So it just occupies your whole being and starts manifesting. Starts manifesting as samadhi, as enlightenment, as joy, as bliss, as state of Paramashiva, as space of Paramashiva, as powers of Paramashiva. Understand? Length functions in length. Breadth functions as breadth. Depth functions as length, breadth, depth. Time functions as circle. Space exists, does not function, but can be winded up into consciousness, chit. Devi, Parashakti, Prakriti, she is established on chit and manifests like Parashakti is sitting on Paramashiva's lap. She is established in Chit, but manifests that length, breadth, depth, time, space. Time and space are from Prakriti. That is the answer for your first part. The question is so. The second part of your question, which is having more sattva guna? I should say space is absolute sattva, but don't start judging time as something lower than space. Sometimes you need little rajas and tamas for circling. See, time has its purpose to exist. It has its own purpose. So to complete its purpose, it needs little rajas and tamas. So don't judge. First thing, drop this neo-Vedantic stupid ideas of tamas and rajas are something lower than sattva. Understand? Sattva is needed for your higher level of existence, but you are not expected to hate rajas and tamas. One of the major binarification of great Hinduism is done by this modern day Neo-Vedantis, Max Mullerian translation. See, you need sattva, you need to be established in sattva, but you will never be established in sattva if you think rajas and tamas are something lower than you, because anything you think is lower than your need, you will continuously be hating and fighting with them. Indirectly, you will be developing more and more rajas and tamas in the name of love for sattva. Understanding sattva's need, understanding the place of rajas in Prakriti and place of tamas in Prakriti makes you intelligent sattvic being. Do not make this binary, subtle assumptions which even you don't spell it out to you. This question, Kamal Tarun, please understand, this question has an underlying contempt about tamas and rajas. I know you love me too much and we have a beautiful, very sweet relationship. That is why I am revealing. Please don't be hurt. I am not hurting you. There is an underlying thought current which is having more sattva guna. Understand? When you ask which is having more sattva guna, space or time, relationship between time and space externally is based on continuity, internally based on intensity. Anything planted consciously in space becomes reality in time. Anything continuously planted in time gets into space. Length, by its infinite possibility multiplication. Listen. infinite possibility, multiplication. Mark this word. If you work only in one line, you expand in that one possibility. But if you decide no boundary for me, I will expand in all infinite directions, infinite possibility multiplication. Listen. If you say, oh, I am busy in becoming an entrepreneur, so I can't care about health and I have a big pot belly, dump all the junk food, no time for yoga, gym or anything. I am a great entrepreneur. At the age of 40, Monday morning blew up, over. Especially NRIs. Hey, take care of your food. You are eating shit and junk for which your body, your DNA, your whole genetical structure or your digestion system, nothing was prepared. Understand? NRIs, mark my words. Less you eat, more you will live long. These words are specifically for NRIs. Indians who are not living in India, especially the NRIs who are living in countries like USA, Europe, Dubai, Canada. Listen, you have too much of junk in your life. Stop eating. As much as possible, reduce eating. Find some excuse to stop eating. You call it Pradosha Vratam or Ekadasi Vratam, whatever Vratam, Nirahara Samyama, but stop eating. You will live long, healthy. Listen. If you work only on one line, you are expanding only on that one possibility. If you decide, I will expand in all my possibilities, the multiplication in all your possibility. It is possible. First understand, it is possible. You can have healthy six-pack body and billion-dollar business, absolutely unclutched, enlightened state, everything happening stress-free, spontaneously, simultaneously. I am not igniting your greed, I am just igniting your speed. I am not igniting your greed through these words. I am just igniting your speed through these words. I don't make you greedy. I make you responsible. Listen. this infinite possibility expansion. For this, I give you some tips. All the time, be like a child, parapara, parapara. How a child tries to be involved, active in everything. Morning when you get up, jump, go and make your own coffee. Make your own tooth powder. Go and get the neem stick and haritaki and charcoal powder, little salt, mix and brush. Learn to pluck your own flowers and do puja. More and more things become alive, bubbly. Make garlands. Don't tell me, oh, I have $1 billion business. I don't have time to make garlands. Instead, Swamiji, I will make enough money and give garland in gold itself for you. Please have that. Let me focus. Let me be intelligent and be smart. I'll make $1 million and make a golden mala, flower garland for you and offer it. Why don't you accept that? That is more productive for you and Kailasa for world than me plucking flowers every day. If you calculate, it's half an hour time. In half an hour per day, I make $100,000 deal, and half an hour I have to make every day garland and put it on you. If I spend the same half an hour, I'll make $1 million deal and make a beautiful 10 kg gold haram for you and offer it. Why don't you accept that? That's more productive for you, Kailasa, in all possibility. No. I'm saying clear no. If you can spend half an hour plucking garland, flowers and making garland and offering, I tell you the kind of the space you will carry. Instead of $1 million deal per hour, you will make $1 billion deals. First things first. You may be capable of billion and making million because you are not making the garland with your own hands. More and more hands on. I tell you, only first 1 month it will feel very difficult. Now you have enough time for the first 1 month trial and error.
That is why I am saying past has influence over your future only if you are consciously choosing the same taste, or not choosing anything and lazily lying down. Even if you are lazy, the past will automatically repeat because of its very own heaviness on your inner space, chit. So listen. One conscious decision has so much power. I want you to know, one conscious decision has so much power. Especially the weight of the past sits on your muscle memory. Power of decision is in your biomemory. So, when you leave the body, the weight of the past drastically reduces. You can just take off. Especially if you heard all these truths when you are in the body. Now itself, if you heard all this and gets inside your system, I tell you. I'll tell you very point blank the truth. Nothing exists other than Shiva, the existence. Auspicious, iruppu, chit, Shiva. Now, when I uttered this word Shiva, the vibration you experience, that source, actually that vibration came from the very source which exists. Shiva, 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 Shiva. Shiva, 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 Shiva. If you need, record it in your mobile phone, keep it as a ringtone. Shiva, 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 Shiva. That source of this vibration, only that exists. And if you start liking this vibration, liking the source of this vibration, which is auspiciously present forever, auspiciously present forever, only that exists. Out of that only you make your body, like how the clay tie you make. If you have done any doll or tie or Ganpati with clay, how you make the clay and take the clay and make whatever you want. Like that, that Shiva, you take that Shiva and start making whatever you want. Just like a Leela. One thing I want you to know deeply, you have extraordinary willpower and energy than you can imagine. Listen. Extraordinary power than you can imagine. All the impossibility, suffering, suffocation, self-torture, self-doubt, self-hatred, self-denial. Oh, I can't do this. How can I do this, Swami? Morning itself we started telling that I have too much power. Now at least I was little peaceful. Now knowing that I have too much power and I am not able to manifest, I have a guilt also. My life is getting more complicated with all this ADHD. You may have all this confusion. My responsibility is telling the truth as it is to you. That's it. I am telling you, listen. All this SDHD, frustration, guilt, all of them will lose power over you when you decide consciously declaring, because consciousness is from the plane of bioenergy. All patterns operate only in the plane of muscle memory. Listen carefully. Muscle memory is one plane. Biomemory is second plane. Bioenergy is third plane. Muscle memory is lowest. Biomemory is next, higher. Bioenergy is highest. Conscious decision is from bioenergy. All your patterns, SDHD, saying, oh, we have too many SDHD, one day we feel good, one day we attend satsang, we feel awakened, alive, eternally fresh. Next day again, after one fight with my boss or family, I collapse. And all these mood swings, understand, all this is the lowest level. Muscle memory. When you leave the body, muscle memories don't come with you. That is a good news, greatest news. Only the biomemory and bioenergy comes with you. And the future decisions, your taste for future life only stays in biomemory. Bioenergy does not carry any pattern. It's a pure consciousness. Biomemory is like a living first response mechanism for life. That functions based on your decisions about future, not how you lived about past. Continuously, whole day in your life, whether you are walking, talking, driving, go on be talking to Paramashiva. Make him as your very own company. That is why wearing Atmalinga on your Anandaganda. Wear the Atmalinga near your Anandaganda, below the heart center, above the navel. That is the area. Exactly where I am having this kandi. This is where the Atmalinga is supposed to sit in you. Below the heart, above the navel. Wear the Atmalinga in your Anandaganda. Always. It can be vertical or horizontal. That is not a problem. Always have Atmalinga. I tell you. Go on, talk to Paramashiva. Many people are sending messages that their Atmalinga is little damaged when they are handling and they are feeling very incomplete and worried about it. Be very clear. Paramashiva is invoked in Atmalinga. True. But Atmalinga itself, if it is damaged, that does not mean Paramashiva is damaged. So don't worry. After all, Atmalinga is in the physical plane. For example, Paramashiva manifests through this body. When I had the right hand fracture, you think Paramashiva's right hand is fractured? No, be very clear. He manifests through this body. He uses body. But this body is after all functioning within the frames of usual Panchabhuta. So understand, the Atmalinga you are wearing, Paramashiva takes that form to bless all of us. But if some small damage or something happens, you see, don't mishandle, that is true. But accidentally if something happens, don't worry about it. It is not subject need to be worried. Have your Atmalinga exchanged, get new one. I request sincerely all of you to be very sincere and protective about Atmalinga. But if something happens by accident and you break it or damage it, Paramashiva is very clearly saying in Agama, you can have second Atmalinga. We have got the references. You can give this old one and get the new one. No problem.
And you are not punished for that. After all, it is the linga, physical linga is within the Panjabhutas. The framework of earth, air, water, fire and sky. So understand. Always wear the Atma Linga and intensely converse with Paramashiva. I tell you, sometimes your conversations, answers you get, intuitions you get will become reality. Sometimes it will not become reality. Don't worry about it. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Go on conversing. Bring intense energy in your conversation. I tell you, conversing Paramashiva, suddenly you will see becomes unbroken upasana and ajapa japa. It will be Mahavagya is continuously reverberating in your whole inner space. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. How to know whether this ajapa japa is happening in you or not? You know, your waking up hours and quality of your waking state will drastically increase. Waking up hours and quality of your waking state will drastically increase. The sleep dreaming, that whole time period will shrink like anything. And all the time you will feel alive, awake, fresh. You will feel like doing something. Let me do this, let me do that. Intense activism with eternal peace inside you. Intense activism positivism, with eternal peace inside you.
Swamiji is revealed to all of us some of the amazing truths, like right now in the last session, especially what Swamiji revealed to us about how the consciousness that you are in, the space from which you operate, the consciousness from which you operate, that determines the effect of time in you. These revelations are something phenomenal. Just to even understand and cognize, it is just amazing. So we all enjoyed, hope all of you enjoyed your day today. And firstly, I'd like to thank all the participants, all of you, those whomsoever are here full day. Please understand you are receiving some of the most best experience, because it is throughout every session, the powerful cognitions, each of them determine the experience that you have. So hope all of you enjoyed your day today. And to all the participants, tomorrow we're going to be learning about death, how to go beyond death. What is death? How do you manifest a space beyond death? We're going to be learning about all of them in elaborate detail. We're going to be having a special death process, and we're going to be having the darshan of Bhagavan Mahakala Bhairava. So we request all of you to join with us. Hope you all enjoyed your day today. We thank all of you. This brings us all to the conclusion of our day today. And let us conclude the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu. Om Nithyanandam. Thank you all, Nithyanandam.